The road to an NJAC championship got a little tougher for the Rowan football team in 2015, as 4 new squads will be a part of the conference this year. Christopher Newport, Salisbury, Frostburg State, and Powerhouse Wesley will all battle for an NJAC crown. Head coach Jay Corsi talks about how the NJAC went from a great conference to a stellar one.
Our conference has always been very good. I've always said the reason we've had success, and you've seen other teams in our conference that have been the conference champs go on to have successes because they're playing such a tough schedule. You have those teams, Salisbury, playoff experienced team, very good the last 5 to 7 years, obviously Wesley.
The Pros will have a new look offense this season as Pat Lancetta switches from defensive to offensive coordinator this fall. Tom Dottie, who ran the offense last year, will take over defensive coordinator duties, and of course he talks about that change.
We thought with the new teams coming in the conference that it would be a good year to do that. We thought it would be a perfect opportunity to change to more of a power football team, employ a lot of tight ends, more running backs, huddle, and do some other things as well.
Redshirt sophomore Dante Pickney will be under center for the Pros in 2015. Of course, he says Pickney has grasped the role as leader quite well, and he talks about how the sophomore is ready to lead Rowan this year.
Yeah, he's been excellent for us during training camp. He had a great spring. We knew he was probably going to be the starting quarterback. He's a redshirt sophomore, so we have 3 years left with him. So he's done an excellent job. And in terms of his leadership, for a younger player in the program, he's really kind of grasped the opportunity, and I think he understands it's his moment and his time.
The Pros running back core is deep, and it's led by the dynamic senior in Whit Marsland. The Ocean Township native has set just about every rushing record in program history during his time in Glassboro. In 2014, he ran for 1,447 yards, scoring 11 touchdowns on 270 carries. He rushed for 200-plus yards 3 times, and you can expect more of the same this year from the running back, especially behind the massive offensive line the Pros will be carrying.
But yeah, the offensive line is huge, physical. We knew with some players like Zaire Pollard and Steve Schwartz that they would provide us with some experience. And then you mix them in with Darrell Guilford, the big tackle, and then Sean Hennigan, the new big offensive tackle that came in. We're going to be physical up front.
Russ Fortune racked up 483 yards and 5 touchdowns on 49 catches in 2014. He also returned 258 yards in kick returns, so look for the senior to play a big role in offense and special teams.
I think it's going to provide some more big play opportunities, maybe not as many as in the spread no huddle situation, but now if you're running the ball, pounding it, and then you're play action passing, getting linebackers moving, and you can lull the secondary to sleep, I think that was a great indication on Saturday of some guys stretching the field.
Last season, Rowan boasted the best scoring defense in the conference, allowing 14.6 points per game. They also had the best total defense in the NJAC, allowing 278.2 yards a game. In today's day and age, fans like seeing a lot of points being scored, but of course he harps that great teams all start with great defense.
But really, it's always been about our defense here, and this year is no exception. It starts with the guys in the middle, up front. Just another great group of front 7 guys that I think will be able to get after teams offensively. And then if you look at the secondary, almost everybody is back. So we feel very, very comfortable defensively where we are.
Senior Darren Dungy totaled 86 tackles in 2014, including 33 solo tackles. So watch for number 45 to be a part of most plays this year. For the second straight year, Rowan will open its season against Widener University. Both teams have met just 2 times, each with a victory. And of course he hopes this game will become more of a rivalry in the near future.
I love our out-of-conference game with Widener. Right across the bridge, they're ranked nationally. My hope is to keep that game and make it a little bit of a rivalry type of game. So again, I think over the years that we've gone 7-3, 7-2-1, and not even won the conference, but got in the playoffs, we've made great runs because we've been prepared because of how tough the conference teams are.
The September 5th game against the Pride kicks off in Chester, PA at 1 p.m.